you doing? Hello, Woofer. Hello, Dar. I've just woken up the entire family. I don't actually know if the battery's gonna hold out on this camera or not.
Ah, my back. Ah, can't even stretch.
Cripple.
Fuck you. Ah, fucking hell, that's got tense. That's what I get for sleeping on my side all night, I guess.
That's what you get for being a crippled Dar. Crippled onion. Oh dear. Right. Have I already said it right? How you doing?
Yes.
Yes. I have just made an explanation video of sorts to go onto the Daily Dose of Scazius backup channel, the Daily Vlog backup channel that we started, I think, in 2013 or 2012 or something like that. It could be this channel, who knows, or it might be that channel, so that basically people have the story of what has happened over the last few days with the channel being nuked by either Freedom or YouTube. And yeah, so the plan is upload the entirety of the current year's worth of daily vlogs, which I think is what, August 8th or August 9th?
Yeah.
From the vlog's birthday up until now. And then in the background, slowly upload the backlog of daily vlogs from year 1 up until current year. Date tag them, organise them into playlists by either month or year, depending on which YouTube will allow. If YouTube will allow me to do a playlist with 365 videos or whatever, then we will separate them by year. And then I will slowly push them public so that people don't just get spammed by them. And I will then post both if the other channel, if the channel that is currently blocked by the network and YouTube, that is still kind of technically public but no one can see anything because glitch, if that channel comes back, we will continue to post there as well, and we will post to the backup channel as well. We will continue to maintain this channel in a way that I should have done back in the day when I made it, but because I was like, oh, nothing bad's gonna happen and this is so tedious, uploading a video, you know, 1 video, 2 video, 3 video, 4 video, oh, I've got another vlog to make that video, upload that to the other channel, oh, it's another one after I had to list next. It's just, yeah, because that got a bit, I didn't bother, I stopped uploading, and I've uploaded to like 3, 4, 5 different video sites over the last few years. Eventually uploading all those different videos just got really, you know, because none of them were in parity with one another. So there was always one that was behind, or one that was always playing catch up, and it's just, so. But now we need it. Now we really need that backup. Like I just said to Inky, I expected to be booted from YouTube for, you know, I don't know, calling my mother-in-law a cunt, or my father-in-law a veggie-eating hippie, or saying that PewDiePie licks my ass or something, but I don't know, pissing on Boris Johnson. But instead, it's a glitch. It's been a glitch this kicked me off the platform. How anticlimactic. Charlie Spaniel. We've got the X230 is currently rendering the intro video, the explanation video, and we're running out of battery power. Excellent. So let's start the journey again. My OCD is getting the better of me. You are supposed to be their enlist. What is going on? Fix yourself or be deleted. Fix! Oh, you're gonna have to forgive there's been a bit of a passage of time. Sorry, I'm having a... I need it. Boys come home. They didn't go swimming today. Mum's not feeling all that great, and Inky hit the deck hardcore this afternoon, so she's off work for a couple days. Dropping like flies. Boys are seemingly quite unwell too. Hung out with the boys for a bit, and then got into a call with Mr. Zabermall. And it's actually the first time I've spoken to Zabermall properly, I think, since Zaber was here. It's been a fair while, to be honest with you. Like, we occasionally, like, you know, chat on Signal and that, but it was like the first time we actually sat down and had a proper talk. And we talk about the old network days, back when he was part of TGN and I joined TGN the network, and when TGN became NETV, or when George left and formed NETV, and then eventually became Freedom. And how sometimes it was fun, and some of the weird deals that was spun, and some of the cool things we could have done, and the crazy stuff that we were doing at the time, and then we kind of moved over to music production, which was fun, talking about the old days of, you know, you'd go out and you buy a guitar, and a guitar was usually pretty expensive unless you managed to get like a hand-me-down or a second-hand dealio. Have to go out and buy a big-ass beefy amp, and you still wouldn't have the sound that you really wanted, but it was enough to practice on. And then like if you wanted to have the sound, you know, a specific sound, you'd have to go out and buy all these extra things, you know, different pedals and all that kind of stuff. And now we can just do that through amp sims on a computer or a phone or something like that. It's just mind-boggling. Like, it was like, we were just, you know, talking about some of like Zaber's guitars and some of the tunes that he's working on, and he was talking about like this amp sim kit that he's seen that he really kind of wants to get. But the last time it was on sale was unfortunate for him, because it was when he was down here, so he couldn't pick it up. But we were listening to some of the examples of it. My God, the technology available to people these days is insane. And so I said to him, for a laugh, I'm still very much the old way. I don't know much about a lot of the new things going on. I say new things, like the last 20 years. I don't get it when it comes to audio. I know kind of radio show and voiceover production. I don't quite have the music stuff modernized. For me, it was a case of miking up cabs, recording, and then just like, you know, record the drum, mic up the drums, record the drums, you know, mic up the bass player, you know, mic up the vocalist, and then just kind of just squish it all together, and that was that. There's so much stuff you can do post-working in software. There's no need for all these hardware racks anymore. And I was like, you know what, I want to learn some of this stuff. I want to learn some of these software packages that you guys are all talking about, like, you know, Repro and all that kind of stuff. I'd like to learn that stuff. And don't get me wrong, like, this stuff isn't new, but it would be newer to me. As I say, as it would be a different production workflow, and I'd like to, you know, learn some of these, like, you know, writing in drums in MIDI. Because back when I used to write drums in MIDI, and this was a long old time ago, sounded like a MIDI drum kit. Now they sound like real drum kits, and you can do the same thing with like bass guitar and stuff now as well, which is pretty hardcore. But I said to them, like, you know, I'd like to try and learn this stuff, and where Zaber has gone with the more kind of higher end gear, like the amp sim that he likes is like $150. I was like, I'd like to try to do what, and he's like, what you normally do, you prove that you can get a reasonable sound or a reasonable look from the cheapest possible crap you can get your hands on. I was like, yes,
that's what I want to do. So, I've also been tempted, I've mentioned it before, but a while ago, I've been tempted just to get another cheap electric guitar. I know my hands aren't in it anymore, I can't feel things very well for shite most days, but it'd be fun to dick around with. I'd like to try like AV Linux and stuff like that, like an audio-visual specific Linux distro for music production, video production and stuff like that, just to try, just to learn and see if I can get anything anywhere near close to what, say, Tremordia or even Zaba can bang out. It would be, I can't, I'm not as musical as those guys, but it's been a long time since I've worked on anything musical as well. But I've never really done anything hardcore, but it's been a long time. I was just helping up, miking up cabs and stuff and running around filming people, but it'd be nice to try. So I'm actually looking at is it Andertons, the online retailer for music equipment. Just grabbing a cheap guitar for like $100 and doing that. But yeah, talking to Zaba was neat. Time passed. Talking about all that magic stuff. Walking the dog and uploading vlogs. We've caught up to, so year 9, August of this year is year 9 so far, the 9th year of the vlogs. And if I want to do the absolute bare minimum to catch up both vlogging channels, so both channels to have the same videos on them, 8 videos a day. Because we've got 8 full years of content on the internet, 8 videos per day for a whole year. Both channels will have the same vlogs on them. There's an auto tag or an auto playlist system, so if I say make an August 2019 playlist and say if this video has August 2019 in the tags, put it in this playlist. Or if I put in year 1 in the tags, put it into this playlist. So it'll make it a little bit easier to manage the stuff, but it's doable. I did at one point think I could just download 30 videos per day from the old channel and put them on the new channel, but that's going to take a lot of time because I am OCD and I can't see, you can't, yes you can schedule them to upload, but if one processes before another or whatever, I want them to be on the upload list in the correct order, because if they're not, I'll just really screw with my OCD, and then it will be easier to find them. Admittedly, that the first 170 of the daily vlogs are already on the kind of backup channel, whichever channel it is that people are seeing this on. There's already like 170 odd days of year 1 on there, so it goes 171 days of year 1 or 170 days of year 1, and now we're on year 9. But yeah, I'd like to maybe get like do 8 to 10 days at a time, get them playlisted, have them unlisted. When a month is done, put the playlist up, but make sure it doesn't spam people out, because today I've spammed people out, and just get it done. It's not gonna be hard. It's not gonna be too annoying. Hopefully, I've still got all the vlog files available. I'm not gonna re-edit any of them. I'm not gonna remix any of the audio. If it was shit or there was a problem with the computer, it was shit, and there was a problem with the computer. So just keep it as is. You know, the two kings have said, the king of Denmark and the king of the UK has said that if it was shit, it's gonna stay shit, and that's part of the journey. Suffer. But yeah, that's it. So is that a fair plan? Basically, in downtime, just upload 8 videos. See how it goes. It'll take about a year to get back to where we were. I'm not gonna hardcore. I'm not gonna advertise. I'm not selling out. You know, I'm not gonna whore out the channel to try and get it to grow, to try and get YouTube partnership or anything like that. It's not worth it. It isn't worth it. It's never been worth it. And whilst the benefits of a network years ago, I was very anti-network back then, and I'm still pretty anti-network, to be honest, and I should be horribly anti-network now, considering what's happened. With what was going on at the time, going to the network and having a kind of a go-between me and YouTube was ideal at the time. And there's only ever been like one time before now that they've not been able to deliver on their side of the deal. But it was okay whilst it lasted. Not really recommended. And can I just throw out there, if you're after money on YouTube, don't join a network. Silly idea. Also, if you're after money, don't do it on YouTube. Again, it's a silly idea. You know what you need to do if you need money? Get a job. It's insane that. Yeah, those are the plans. It's pretty cool. Hopefully Inky starts feeling better soon. Hopefully Mum starts feeling better soon. I'm feeling pretty sick. I want to live stream and then go to bed. I think I might play some Halo before I piss off the neighbours because I'm sat right next to where they're going to sleep. So. Sorry for fucking everyone about. But, if anyone has come over, thank you. Be nice to chat. Oh. I can't actually remember what it was I wanted to talk about. I remember I just wanted to talk about talking to Zaba. And that was rad. And it's going to take a fucking long time to get the vlogs done. So I hope you're well. This is probably really dark. And I'll see you all with a bit of luck.